Oh, hey, we were recording. Awesome. Well, welcome back again to another information-filled episode of JK Presents. Welcome to the Machine Style. If you haven't seen the music video, I'll put the original music video in the link in the description. But let's just get further on into the actual production. Alright, now I am going to my Avid Media Composer where we are starting where we left off when the character is walking into a room. We go to the first shot, we walk in. We're walking in and we cut to an area where there's a computer. And you can see here on the right side, there is what we've already talked about. Let me bring that up. Here's the shot. There it is. Now, if you notice, I need to get rid of this. I didn't need to get rid of that Apple logo, but I wanted to. And it's a simple effect. Here it is. We've talked about it before. It is the paint effect. And we already went through that, so I'm going to skip that. But I wanted to get rid of it. You can see it in its initial look right here. Let me do my 16:9 bars and add a little color effect. And it blurred that in nice and beautiful, so you don't see any more logos. And that's something that you may think about when you're shooting your stuff, is that, hey, there's a logo in my shot. Well, you can fix that in post. If you notice on the right side, that is the lights that you're seeing right behind me right here. Those lights back there. Oh, my ears. Oh, my ears are itching. And I showed you in a previous episode where that can be found. But those lights, they're very useful. There it is. I'm going through some papers that I have, like old pages that I printed out and things that I've saved throughout the years or scripts that I've written. All right, next shot. Change the angles. There it is. The character is frantically trying to find a code that earlier the message went out, NM156. Now this character has to transcribe that, so he's looking for this. I wrote this on pieces of paper and I wrote it really fast. If you look in the lower corner right here, it says another brick in the wall, termination, there's madness, there's all these different words. That's funny too, because I get to a point right about here. Let's look at this shot right here. This is amazing, because let me bring this back up. Look right here, up in this corner of this piece of paper. This was printed probably back in the 1990s. So I had to smear that. And if you look on the record side, I put, again, that logo to reiterate that this is some sort of cult. No, not cult! Who wrote this? It's some sort of organization that is anti-machine. A lot of the close-ups, it's the standard stuff you learn in film school. Wide shot, medium close-up, if you want to do it that way. I wanted to have the wide shot, medium close-up, and edit it pretty fast to create some sort of tension. That sound you hear with me writing, that's nothing. I mean, it is something. It is me using a pen or a pencil to scrape across this desk, like this. Hold on, you won't see it, but you'll hear it. Ready? 3, 2. We'll go into the sound design later, but that's what I use. Let's keep watching. So the character finds that what he's writing is a new world order that they have ordered the war on the machines. So this is setting place in the future, and we cut back again to the wide shot where if you see this on the upper left hand corner, it's Rise Against the Machines. It's NM156, which is a song from Queensryche. Going forward, here's a shot of downtown Dallas. Another job, another freelance job, took me to a top of a hotel and I had a beautiful view. So I used this wide shot. Shot it with my cell phone as well. Interior of a retail store in Philadelphia. I was walking by, again, at another job. I'm like, this looks kind of creepy. Showing that, hopefully, you get the idea that there's disparity going on. As the information is being shown to you, the Noé Regal, which is misspelled, by the way. One of my friends pointed that out, which means New Order. I misspelled it, not on purpose. And a lot of things that I do, like in the right-hand corner, I didn't put the text so you can totally read it because I'm giving you, the audience, the respect that you guys are smart enough to realize what is being said and put it out instead of repeating it over and over again. This next shot is where I was working in a dark environment, again freelance in another location. I saw this lamp, I turned it on, I sat next to it. Let's call up that shot real quick. This is what it looks like in reality. And this is what it looks like in post. It's a little darker. Color correction. Trying to create a mood as the text walks by or cruise on by as we go to another layer so we can see. It says, "They live and we sleep." That is a direct reference to John Carpenter's They Live. I fill these things with things that I love. Welcome to the machine. Let's go to this. This is a fun breakdown right here. Let's go to video one. Here's video one. I was on a top floor in a hotel at this event that I was working, and I just looked up. I'm like, you never know when you need a shot of this. So I rolled on it. Well, here's what I turned into it. I tried to make it look like there was a drone looking into a hotel window. So here's the original shot. Here's my layer. Now, this was a different shot I shot in my house. Let me do a match frame. Here is the character walking around. It's darkly lit because I didn't want, again, to show that the character was me. Let's go to the record side. So it looks like, again, a drone outside of a window. It doesn't really sell it to you, does it now? Because it looks like it just ghosted in. Here's a quick way to describe it. Layer one, here is my blank plate. Layer two, here's a shot right over it with the character walking back and forth. Now he walks through the lines from the windows, so I had to cut out those lines in Photoshop, put it on layer three, bam, now he's walking behind them. Let's see that again. Here's a shot. On top of that, I wanted to have the image to explain in more detail or to hit it over the head once more time, is that we are welcoming to the machine. Let's go up on the upper layers, and we have our 16:9. We have now some color correction to add a little bit more to it, and we get this look. By the way, video one layer was shot during the day. I have these same lights that I use back behind me here. They're right here. This is daylight coming in. I just closed that. I should have gaff taped it closed. I had one, see, here's my C-stand with the light coming down. I had another light behind here. The light back behind me is shooting down to create some sort of environment. Let's go back to the actual shot and notice that, yes, the C-stand's there. I could have erased it, didn't want to, because the final shot looks like this. But here's the raw footage to the Welcome to the Machine. Here I am shooting it with my cell phone in slow motion mode. All this is typing Welcome to the Machine in Photoshop at a 3.2 font, very fine, very small font. And then highlighting it, that's why it's white. And then going from left to right. And the reason why it has a curvature to it is because the camera lens that I attached to my cell phone kind of bubbles things. Bubbles meaning the straight line of Welcome to the Machine now is kind of curved. Not kind of curved, it is curved. And that's where you get that look. Let's see it. This is immediately followed by the voice saying, "Shall we play a game?" The "Shall we play a game" comes from the movie War Games. It's a 1980-something movie with Matthew Broderick. And again, that movie was about artificial intelligence. The past 4 episodes, we went through 1:37. There's so much more to go through. But I hope you had fun learning a little bit about the behind the scenes. And maybe you can apply that to your life. Who wrote this? Anyway, I hope you find it informative and entertaining and informative. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this quick little tutorial. And I say quick. And remember that the new normal is abnormal, and obviously remember that the remembering is remembered. Who wrote this? Oh yeah, one last thing. Please, spell check. Here's an example. I always catch these. Spell check. Alright, have a good one.